So I get sent loads of different putters to review. Ones that are a bit crazy, that stand up on their own, some that are mega cheap, some that are really expensive. But this putter I'm about to show you is one of the craziest designs I've seen, but it's interesting because it might just make sense. FGX is the brand. Now I'm going to show you the head first, because you might look at the head and think, well, what's massively different? Because looking at the head alone, there's not actually much different to a normal, traditional, malleted head. Centre shafted, yes. It's got a big kind of half moon shape. It's got a milling of the face. So it all looks pretty standard. That's the head. But what makes this putter so unique and so different, and maybe a very different concept to what we've seen with putting before, is the shaft and the Langle of the shaft. So this effectively is a putter, get this, with a hybrid shaft in it. So the length of a hybrid, and the Langle more like a hybrid, but in a putter head. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I don't particularly carry a hybrid, but this is my 5-iron, okay? So one of the longer clubs in my bag. This is the same length as the putter that I'm testing right now. Now, to give some context, this is my putter. This is 34 inches. That difference is massive. It's 5 inches. Let me take that one away. So it's not only the length is different, it's how then the shaft actually comes out of the head, because this section, the Langle, is totally different. The Langle of this club is 56 degrees. Now, to compare that to a normal putter, my putter's around about 72 degree Langle. So you're thinking, well, that's all makes, well and good, but what does that actually mean for the putting stroke? Well, normally, if I'm putting with my normal putter, I'd be more over the ball, my head over the ball, my arms hang down naturally. I feel like I'm almost crouched over with my eyes over the ball, and that's how I've putted forever. Well, FGX, the guys that have made this putter, say that that's not really the right way to put, okay? Apparently we've been doing it all wrong all this time. And they reckon with this new design, it's gonna help you putt better. Let me show you what it looks like. So because of its longer length, and because of its Langle, the first thing you'll notice when I set up to the golf ball, how far away I'm stood to the golf ball. Roughly around about 10 inches further away. My feet are 10 inches further away from that golf ball, which feels unbelievably different. I feel like I'm miles away. And the idea now, I'm not looking down the line of my ball, which I would do normally. I'd like to have my eyes over the ball looking at target. The concept with this putter is you stand further away, and effectively, and just imagine this for a minute, your swing is actually more rounded. So it's more in to square, so you're making contact in the right place, and then around. Totally different to what I've ever used a putter like before. It just feels so uncontrollable, right? Let's see if it actually works. So I'll tell you what I do find, because I've hit a few putts with this already, just to get a different kind of, get a bit of a feel for it, and it does feel strange. One thing I've noticed, you have to line the ball up. So if you're not lining the golf ball up, I just find that you literally don't have any concept of where the hole is because you're so much further away. Now the idea is that it should be more of a turn of the body. Rather than the rock of the shoulders, more of a turn of the body. That was decent. I can't grumble with that at all. Now, the couple of things that I found when trying this putter, the first one, because it is much more of a rounded stroke, it feels like the putter stays a lot closer to the ground, where my normal putter feels like as soon as I take the putter away, as much as I genuinely feel like I can keep it on a straighter line, my putter comes off the ground earlier. These guys have reckoned they've teamed up with a university to prove that having that lower putter to the ground improves roll and consistency, okay? That was a decent start. Let's see if it can be done again. So again, you've got to line the ball up, because if you don't, I just find it unbelievably hard to line up. I feel miles away from the ball, and the idea it's more of a rounded stroke. That's actually ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. It's so weird feeling. I'll be honest, the first time today when I took this putter to the putting green, I give it a try, it felt weird. I couldn't hold the thing. The more times I've kind of used it and the more time I got a bit more used to it, it just feels like it kind of works, but it doesn't quite feel right yet. It's so different to normal. It really is. That's the biggest difference for me. Price-wise on this putter, FGX, this revolutionary new design, it's £249 and it comes in a few different finishes, black with the silver and black. It's mad, it's crazy. It's like, at first you think, no way that can work. And I'll be the first person to kind of, I remember getting contacted by this company, I was like, I can't see it working. How can a hybrid shaft work in a putter? Brought out on the putting green and it kind of, well, you saw that already, 2 out of 2. Can we finish holing this third one? Not bad, not bad. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit some more putts with it, different slopes, and then give you my full verdict. I'm impressed so far, I didn't think I would be, but there must be a bit of truth in this. So that is the testing done of the FGX putter. And you know what? I cannot argue with the results. I hold some good putts. I felt like I got a better roll of the putter. I felt like stood over the ball. I'm still not completely confident over it. And I'm not confident over the short putts. I missed quite a few short putts in testing early on. But after spending a little bit of time hitting more short putts, I started to build my confidence, but it's not something I think I could do straight away. Another point, on right to left putts, I like it more because it almost feels like it's more like an arc. It almost feels like I'm drawing it more. So on right to left putts, I feel way better than I do on left to right putts. Longer putts, much longer putts, and I even hit some just off the green because I like using the putter just off the green. I felt like it was good, but would take time to get used to, just because it feels so long. Similar on the short putts, I felt like I was going back so long that so much could go wrong where normally I'm used to standing over it and knocking it in. I think there's something in it. I do. I think there's some concept in that this idea could possibly work. It might take a while to cotton onto, but it could just work. But right now, if you asked me to hole a putt for £1 million, I'd probably still go to my original putter at this moment in time. Let's see what happens with this concept. It could catch on, and I'm intrigued. This was not bad, better than I expected. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.